Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, the amazing Tea Street. Today's mug, Happy Autumn with Snoopy on it. I'm going to jump right in because I've got a busy morning. Don't skip the process of creating white space in your life. There it is. Don't skip the process of creating white space in your life. Last week, my son was coming home. He comes home once a month to spend time with his son. And so he was coming home and he sent me a text and said, "Hey, mom, I'm going to be in town." He gave me the frame of time that he was going to be here. And he said, "Do you have any white space on your calendar that we can connect?" And it came from a time a few years ago when I found myself just being burnt out. And so I started to create this process of making sure that there was intentional white space on my calendar every day and every week. So there were times where I would block out like a whole afternoon, but then every day I make sure that my calendar is not colored, that there are spaces in my calendar that are totally white, meaning there's nothing that's occupying that space. And so I said, "Oh, yeah, I do, son." So, how do you create white space in your life? Well, the first thing you got to do is you got to pause to see what it is that's crowding your calendar or the canvas of your life. You can't create white spaces until you see what's filling it. We often move through life like it's on autopilot. We got to do this, we got to do this, we got to do this. We say yes to everything. We hold on to old commitments. We clutter our calendar with noise. I call it white noise. We cover our calendar with white noise. Take time to pause and assess what's truly necessary, what's draining you, and what are you just doing out of habit, guilt, or obligation. The moment I gave up habit, guilt, and obligation as the things that I used to fill the space on my calendar, suddenly I found more white space on my calendar. But it begins with an awareness. When you recognize what's consuming your time and your energy, you can start clearing the clutter that blocks your peace. Because that's what it was doing. Good morning, little sister Charity. That's what it did. It was blocking my peace, y'all. So I just decided that I don't have to be everywhere and do everything. I only do the things that matter. So every day for me has white space somewhere on my calendar. Second, we have to prioritize rest as a form of productivity. My sister has been on my back, y'all, in this season about rest. She was like, "You are burning the candle at too many ends. You travel a lot. You work hard when you're here. You're running from here to there. You're going to support this. You're going to support your friends. You're going to do that. And if you don't stop and rest, you're going to burn out." And so my sister is protective of me. She's the big sister. She's very protective. We live in a culture that glorifies busyness. We give people props for how busy they are. And we call when people take time to rest, we label it as laziness. But I can tell you, rest is not laziness, it's leadership over your life. White space allows you to think, it allows you to breathe, it allows you to reconnect with yourself. And for me, it allows me to reconnect with God. What can rest look like? It looks like saying no to one more meeting so I can say yes to reflection. There it is. It says, take rest for me looks like taking a walk without my phone. And if I'm using my phone, it's on do not disturb. It's just there so I can listen to either the word of God or listen to some good music while I'm walking. It means scheduling Sabbath moments during my week. That means rest moments, not just on Sunday, during my week, not to escape life, but to restore my strength so that I can live the life I have more fully. Rest is the soil where creativity and clarity grow. I said it. My sister Charity is a gardener, and she can attest to this. Rest is the soil where creativity and clarity grow. If you're never taking time to rest, you don't have time to regenerate the ideas that create new thoughts and new ideas and new projects. You don't even have time because you're so busy running because somebody told you that busy is productivity. It's not. I just set somebody free in this moment. Good morning, Alana. I just literally came on here to set somebody free this morning. Good morning, Erica. So the third thing that I want to say to you, protect the space that you create. If you create white space and then all you do is fill it up, you defeated the purpose. If you create this white space with intentionality, you create time for you to rest and to restore and to be rejuvenated. But then you go and you fill up the spaces that you created because somebody made you feel guilty, and you fall back into the habits of filling your calendar with habits and obligations. Guess what? You've defeated the purpose. It's one thing to make white space, it's another thing to maintain it. If you don't guard your peace, the noise returns. Set boundaries that honor the new rhythm of your life. That means something to me. I don't really get caught up in everybody else's rhythm. I was at this and I was at this and posting 100 events. Can I tell you, if I posted most of my life these days, I'd be posting to you really, really great meals that I prepared. I'd be posting really, really good time that I'm spending with my family. Or I'd be posting me laying on my couch, rejuvenating myself, period, and not making apologies for it. Choosing intentional stillness, even when life feels urgent, is a way that you can value you. Protect the space that you create. While you're creating white space in your life, it's a process of pausing, prioritizing, and protecting. It's how you move from living reactively to living intentionally. I don't know who needed this message other than me this morning, but as my son always asks me, do you have white space on your calendar? Can I tell you that sometimes I do feel it? Like last week, I had white space on my calendar and I made time for something that mattered to me, which was breakfast with my son. But had I had the busy calendar that I used to have, I wouldn't have even had a place to put him on my calendar. And he matters to me. So he's a priority. So he can fill white space anytime he wants to. I'm the amazing T Street, but I came here to tell somebody this morning, whatever you do, don't skip the process of creating white space in your life. If you're going to do that, pause to see what is crowding your calendar, prioritize rest as a form of productivity, and protect the space that you create with intentionality. I'm the amazing T Street. There's absolutely positively nothing amazing in me that's not in each and every one of you. So I dog double dare you today to create some white space in your life for the things that matter. Have an amazing day.